I'm a keyboard player, so I need a transpose button.
Yes, Jack has broken the cardinal rule. Nobody told Jack there's no shorts allowed in this. If you'd have come in with flip-flops, I would have physically
that's a good
removed
point.
you from
Am
the building.
I a debut short
You could be.
wearer?
Well, welcome back to Andertons TV. This is Jack. Jack is our anchorman presenter of our keyboard channel. As a touring professional, is often seen with a guitar.
No, but you have been my employer for over 20 years, so thank you, mate.
You're very welcome.
Best boss I've ever had.
One of your employers. I mean, okay, so Jack is qualified to sit in with us today.
Hang out and play guitar.
Yeah, I must admit, it's summer of 2025. There's lots of the guys that you'd normally be familiar with on this channel are taking some time out to recharge and sun themselves and stuff. So you've seen lots of different faces on here. Hopefully normal service will resume at some point.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
So, Jackson.
Covered legs.
You are...
Well, I'm moonlighting as a guitar player at the moment. So I think I'm allowed to be in there.
You are, I agree. So Jack has played guitar on tour with people like James
we can't have
James
Let's
Arthur,
have another.
James Brown, James... James...
Who's the guy from Catchphrase? I played with him once.
Really?
Yeah, Roy Walker. Let's do the worst CV. Diana Vickers, 5, and Roy Walker.
Were you in with Abs from 5?
Yeah.
My wife had such a bad crush on them back in the day.
Yeah.
5
She
to
picked
make
a good
you
one.
go,
I mean, Ab's a nice guy,
2, 3, 4. What happened to 5? Anyway,
did I ever tell you the full story about it?
Tell me the full story. Anyway, look, Jack is a great guitar player, and we do a series of videos called Tales from the Guitar Cabinet, pedal cabinet even, where we just go and find like the random new stuff, often the stuff that's maybe gone under the radar.
Do you know anything about any of these?
No. Geminus, we've got a Rotary Ensemble, we've got a Mirage from Crazy Tube Circuits, and Ocean's Abyss from Electro-harmonix. We've also got Jack's actual pedal board on the floor, which we might talk about
maybe if we want some auxiliary stuff. But this first one might be up your street, because this is a doubler.
A double tracker.
Double tracker, yeah. And one of the things that turned me on about this was actually having a switch for all the different stereo modes.
Stereo modes.
You've probably got more interesting life than me, but this turns me on, this type of stuff. Because normally that's the type of thing hidden in a menu.
Double tracking is a technique of recording your guitar that goes back many, many years, where, you know, essentially the idea is you play the same thing over and over again, but with different kinds of guitar amp tones and things. And the concept is, because you can never play the thing exactly the same twice, it sort of builds this super fat layered guitar sound. And there are tons and tons of, you know, all the famous guitar albums over the years, to some degree or another, have these epic big guitar sounds because they're double tracked. So I remember TC brought out a pedal called the Mimic. One guitar signal goes in, and then it takes that guitar signal and it puts very slight delay, very slight modulation or whatever, and you have some control over how you increase that. And it replicates this idea of you playing the part twice effectively. And I think on the Mimic, it would even do a third or even a fourth time, and you could sort of control that kind of stuff. So this is obviously similar vibe, right? But I know the guys at KMA are pretty serious when it comes to pedals.
They had another pedal called The End Game.
Yes.
That I watched a video, and this is the gubbins out of that.
It's the double tracking part of the End Game.
Yeah.
Well, look, Jack's going to take you through maybe some of the cleaner, more ambient, and messing with the pitch changes here. So that'll perhaps give a chorusy effect to it. I'll put some distortion on and play some more sort of riffy stuff. Maybe we can get some of those classic overdriven double track kind of guitar tones.
Yeah, let's start off in the middle on that one.
So this should now be no pitch modulation. We're just playing with the time sort of, you know, difference of you playing.
Put a bit of drive on. Take the old fuzz off. Rock and roll.
When I go to mono into, so one of the switches I've got is to go from mono into mono and mono into stereo. When I go to mono, is it only coming out of one amplifier?
Let's have a list. Yeah, because all of these are true This is true stereo.
Fine.
After.
So, right, okay. So we really need to be in mono into stereo mode, and then it's going to come out of both amplifiers. Okay. Yeah. And then here's... You're obsessed with your drop. I'm going to turn your drop thing off for a minute. And then here is a little bit of pitch change. So this should start to add some chorusy kind of...
So that's on. Let's hear it on and off. So it's really thickening it out.
Play a big kind of ambient-y... Yeah, here we go. And let's now have a fiddle. So this TDT, true double tracking, it stands for. I'm not sure I really associate the best use of double tracking over that kind of cleaner. I think, you know, big reverbs and delays and choruses can often take that kind of clean sound and give you the bigness that you want. I just associate double tracking with all the classic old riffy, overdriven,
I think like Rabia when he's chugging, fattening
So
out.
let me have some of that. What was that heavier, fuzzy kind of distortion?
Hit a fuzz on this bad boy.
Even on bigger chords, it's less effective. It's more, it gets almost too much. It works for me fattest on single note or power chord. Like that kind of vibe. If I play a bigger chord, it's
I know what you mean.
Too much, isn't it? But if I'm playing single notes, even that, where I enjoy what it's doing the best is it's just
Yeah.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough double tracking for one video.
If you're like, if I was on ears, I'd want to be on ears. I think that the stereo magic of it is the player. Even though we're posh here with 2 amps. Can you hear it well on the headphones? Yeah, big time. Anyway, on to the next.
Rotary Ensemble. Are we into Leslie emulations here?
100%.
And this is what? Because I didn't boss make a rotary pedal years ago, so this is like a revamp of that.
And if we were downstairs in the keyboard room, I mean, I could plug my organ into this in a heartbeat.
I want Jonathan Ross to read this out because they need to go, Rotary Ensemble. Rotary speaker cabinets sound amazing, but their size and weight make them impractical. Do they? Have you ever gigged with a Leslie?
And when I worked in the shop, on the shop floor, I had an old tech come in once, and he'd severed his leg.
John Leslie.
No,
I mean speaker cabinet.
Hey, what's wrong with John Leslie?
I don't know. Which one's more dangerous, being dropped on by a Leslie cabinet or John Leslie?
John Leslie.
John Leslie. Okay, fine.
I had a lad come in once in the shop, and I said the same thing. I said, "Oh, how bad is it?" And he showed me, and he'd severed his leg in the 70s.
What, with a
roadie, and it just dropped on his leg. So
shouldn't laugh.
Yeah. Back in gear.
Okay, so how is this different to the original one?
It's smaller. The original was
Yes.
the twin pedal
Well,
format.
got settings.
I don't know if it's saying there, but
Could you? You've used a Leslie, right?
Yeah.
I want to know. I don't know if there's two different types of Leslie or if I've always misunderstood. In my head, there's two types of Leslie. There's one where the main driver, the 12-inch or whatever the driver is, just is on all the time, faces forward, and a horn spins, like mechanically spins around the top. And then I've had another one where there's a speaker, but there's like a circular baffle around it with a cutout, and the baffle spins round, and so then every time the cutout kind of faces forward, you get. So have I completely made that up, or are there two types of Leslie?
And there's even more, right?
Okay.
Because you got Stevie Ray was a vibratone user, like Cold Shot.
Right.
So that was Fender's take on it.
So they did, and what
Yeah,
was, they had
Yamaha even had one. I think that's the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think like Gilmore's into the. So there's lots of variations on the idea of and creating this Doppler effect. The idea,
Now I know that the guys from that pedal show did an experiment last year, I think.
Yeah, with Scott.
Yeah, where they got a proper Leslie speaker and then they used the various pedal emulations.
Yep.
And I think the general conclusion was is at best the pedals sound a bit like one, and that in the room the real thing is like you just can't. There's too much physics of sound going in all different directions for a pedal to really do it. So I think the idea is perhaps in a recording or just as a sort of occasional pedal, this is in the ballpark, right? So look, I mean,
or here we're lucky with the stereo amps. I think like if you can spread them out, we'll see if we get it.
Let's see.
I'm interested here because this might allude to. Oh, you got a little printout.
Yeah.
Who gave you that?
Taylor.
Oh, he's a good man.
He is.
Well, 3 modes. This is where we might get the different speakers. So, Faithfully recreates a Leslie 122. Right. And then here, broader frequency range, works well with overdrive. So I reckon they're probably alluding to some of the other types of Leslie you were talking about.
Set me up with the sound and then I'll do the same back with you and we can see where we go.
So this is on. Oh, it's got its own drive in it. That's good.
But that was a thing I think that made Leslie speakers unique as well, was they would add an element of gain.
Time. Oh, drive's very important. Like that's all that volume gone. Let's try max drive. And here we go. And the magic that they put in this pedal, because it used to be a twin pedal, is the slow fast and the moving between the two speeds. Yeah. So we hold it for that, it looks like. No manual. So let's hold it. Back the drive down. We'll go half mast. Now, if you don't mind, if we hold a big G or something, and then I'll turn it on, and we'll hear if it speeds up or slows down, because the ramping is a big thing. And I mean, this is trippy. I love this. But let's crank
evil
this.
eye in the middle.
We'll go slow as slow can be and fast as fast, and see what the ramp's like.
I see one control. I got it.
Dual concentric.
It's not as overwhelmed as in I thought we could get it so it was more like just more.
Let's try these
choppy.
different modes. Let's try it. So the first one. I'll put it on fast. Now we're in mode 2, so it should be a bit more full frequency. Again, I think maybe...
A broader frequency range.
So you would drop tuned, that might be the type of thing for you if you're doing bigger riffs.
Do you think so? Okay.
But let's go back to mode 1. There's hardly any difference there for me. Mode 3. Mode 3, something's happened there.
Mode 3's got the overdrive in it. I mean, it is...
It's between mode 1 and 3.
I don't know that what's the really famous Rotary emulator that all the big guys use?
The mini vent or
yes,
the ventilator.
Neo ventilator thing like that. Maybe I just need to hear this as like... So if we've taken the overdrive off...
Do you have a fiddle with it?
You play, and I'll see what I can...
Again, it's hard to know as a... I hear that the Davy G freaks are into the Leslie.
Are they?
Well, he's got a very unique spinning speaker, so they probably might turn their nose up at this.
So the middle, so the inside one here is how fast is your fast setting going?
Sounds nice,
it's
right?
Not as, it's more subtle than I thought it would be, which is, I guess...
If you want let's go big dollops on both.
Would you use this with a keyboard?
Big time.
You would?
Big time. If you've got, especially on some of the more affordable keyboards, they often maybe have, people can cop the Hammond sound very well, but like you said, it's really hard to fake the Leslie. So there's a lot in the organ community of spending money on like the mini vent and stuff. But that's a much better size.
Yeah.
And the light's cool.
I can feel that your hat is physically having to hold itself back from diving down and smashing the headstock off the guitar you're playing. I feel there's
oh, they're in conflict.
I feel there's hat guitar tension.
This is going to sue that headstock.
It might do.
It's going to, you inauthentic.
All right.
I forget you got all that drama in guitar land.
I don't know. I sort of feel like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is...
I'll put it on the neck.
It does feel like what it needs is an absolutely class Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of player, and you probably would get some of those. I feel like we've maybe got the tone in the right place, but neither of us are really Stevie Ray Vaughan enough to sort of do this. So anyway, look, there we are. That's a Rotary Ensemble player thingy from Boss.
I kind of like the idea of it having, the drive was a bit of a turn up for the books.
I thought the original one did that as well. I think that's all part of the
It did, but on
the
a bit like the Deco, the Strymon Decos had a
this
lot.
Is unfortunate, isn't it? We've got the Sheriff's badge. Just I think we all know what song that's going after, as opposed to a rusty Sheriff's badge.
Have you got a bit of badge going?
Jimmy's Wing. We could have literally destroyed all of our credibility. We could have played Little Wing.
Dodgy
we could have played I Shot the Sheriff. We could have played Stevie Ray Vaughan.
But we gave you the truth.
Pink Floyd here. But there we are.
But these two have been big in the internet sphere the last few weeks.
These are what? Reverbs?
I feel I've watched a ton of videos on these.
So, okay, do it then. I mean, Reverb is my out-and-out Uber #1 favourite effect ever.
Great, let's get you in there. I've got some toys that you might enjoy. So, Crazy Tube Circuits. 2 reverbs, the same, either side. Much smaller than I thought it would be.
Dual reverb.
Dual reverb with
clever.
16 algorithms in each one. Let's just turn it on and see what happens. We get some mix. There we go. Now, one thing that it's got swell and excite, and these do different things dependent on the algorithm, which is a bit of a pet hate of mine, because without the manual, I don't know what they do, so we're going to have to use our ears. Let's go in.
Okay. So
I'm going to go half
now,
mast.
interestingly, so this is, if I had a Strymon pedal, I would use the favourite button to give me my 2 reverbs. So I'd have how it was set, and then I'd have a stored favourite. But obviously this is kind of trying to give you a bit more control, I suppose, on the fly of your second, because that's the drag with the Strymon, is that you engage the favourite, but if it's not quite right for the venue or the sound or whatever, you're like, I don't actually know what the settings are.
That's a great point.
So I suppose the point of the dual one is that you can immediately just go, oh yeah, that second reverb, I just need to tweak a bit, and it's, but yeah, what?
Big time. So we'll put it on. For the audience, I will rotate round the algorithms and we'll see how Lee reacts. Second algorithm.
This is my happy place now.
So if I crank these, let's see what happens. Next algo. I tell you what might be good. We should guess what they are, because one thing that is a bit, without a manual, I have no idea what these are.
And you're talking about whether it's a room or a hall or a plate or whatever. Yeah. Does it matter?
No,
I mean,
you're right.
Well, I mean, it's like a bit more shimmery. Big hall delay.
Yeah, next one. This one is a square.
Square reverb. A room.
Okay, next one is what looks like 3 Christian fish.
So it's like a church.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, it's a bit of spring. Oh no, it's a spring.
Oh, you mean it's not 3 Christian fish?
It's so
actually
small.
Just a spring.
Maybe this is the time I realise I need glasses. I need to go to the optometrist. Next reverb. One thing I do like about the swell and excite, when they're cranked, you hear the character a bit more. So we've got one more on this.
Oof, lots of pre-delay, and then it. Oh my gosh, that doesn't end this one, does it?
Oh yeah. The 8th algorithm. This is the 8th one. This looks like a garden fence. Now, I'm guessing we hold shift to get to the other 8.
Oh my god, 16 reverbs.
I know, bloody sorry, mate.
Oh, it's got the angels coming in now. I like it. Went major, minor.
Next algo. Down, so this be shimmer down, I reckon.
Okay.
This is a up and down. Oh, perfect for this pedal.
Do it.
Cool. I'll give you a bit of drive. Only 2 more to go.
It's just basically lots of massive reverbs, aren't there?
Right.
Can you stack them? Is that the idea?
Exactly.
Oh my God,
But the
stack
thing I'm
massive reverb
interested
into massive reverb.
It's almost, and that's where I've got this thing, where I think for the ambient guys, let's give it. I'll just try a little bit ambient, and then one experiment that might not make the cut.
I'm enjoying playing guitar with excessive reverb. I don't think that is my happy place. Bit, just loads of reverb. I don't mind a bit of distortion or not.
To me, it makes sense when I'm swelling. So I've got this thing called a Super Ego down there.
Yeah.
It isn't a signature pedal, but it basically is a freeze pedal. So if I turn this on, and then do you want to have a little fiddle, and maybe go even double, and mix me up.
Oh, so I'm on the... When this button is out, it's the dark blue stuff, is it? So what have I got over here? I haven't got
exactly the same thing.
No, it's because I've turned it down. That's why I can't hear it. So now we've got reverb into reverb. Got it.
Right. One interesting thing, I think you can have...
I've realised as well, you can obviously set these up on a pedal switcher to be two completely triggered separately on your pedal board looper if you want to, because it's not MIDI, is it? So if you wanted to use it with a looper, so that
I love how we're looking at it like an...
what I mean is if they were both on, you could use your pedal looper to say only use this side, only use this side, or use both together without having to actually go anywhere near the
And in the
pedal,
way we've got it set up, this is essentially dual mono. So I'm going to go mix up, and then we'll go like a shimmer on this one.
That's good, man. I mean, I think you can have a lot of fun with this pedal. It's the sort of thing you just need to buy and spend 3 hours losing yourself with, don't you?
An incredible form factor. That's tiny. With the reverb in each amp, different one. That sounds sick.
I mean, again, what's not to like?
I think the...
Oh, so bad.
I know. That's life. And then if we thought that was too much reverb.
I feel like this looks like a cool pedal. So that's the Mirage. Links are below for all of these.
Nigel Mirage.
Assuming you're still watching. Nigel Mirage. Absolutely. This is this is going to reform the reverb market completely.
This is the problem with this bad boy. To me, already, I'm looking at problems, but the form factor of that is very appealing.
This
looks massive, but things that excite me, OLED screen, because in here not only do we have two reverbs, but it's essentially a multi-effect at the same time.
Is it still two? So it's a reverb on the left, reverb on the right, or is it lots of
reverb A,
kinds
reverb
of
B. So let's roll without any of this stuff. This is first preset called Big Lush, nice and clear screen.
I instantly like this more.
Do you want a few more presets?
What did that do? That was excessive shimmer.
But can we? I'm looking for hands-on control here. I had pan pre-delayed time, which all excites me, but no like volume other than blend. So let's just turn the blend
wow,
up.
look, as soon as you touch stuff, it...
Contextual screen. Contextual OLED.
So you've turned
Dries
off
the
that.
and then I'm going to fade up.
Okay. I need all my crazy chords.
But this brings up a point, Lee, and I love that I'm going to try to speak as if I am an authority on this, other than watching a few videos. But you see on the screen, we've got a full multi-effect. So all that volume jump could have been a drive. It could have been, it's got flanges in there. You can have 6 effects as well as your 2 reverbs.
Just go through presets then, because let's assume that these guys have done a good job of showing off what the pedal
let's do it. We've got nothing else on. Actually, I'll turn off. We still had a bit of source from that, so you're clean as a whisk, and we're going to go. Now, can I put a bit of dry back in? There we go.
You need, have you got some dry in there as well?
Yeah, that's what's nice having that blend on. I do like the slider.
It takes too long to come in.
Yeah, let's try it. Angel Sky. So we can see, I do like the visual representation. Reverb A, into delay, into phaser, then into the reverb.
So it can do 4, it can do 6 at a time, you said, didn't you?
I think so. And parallel paths. It's essentially like a EHX, HX stomp, almost.
Could be.
If you reframe it, it has a lot of value. That's the other thing. Let's see, I'm going to go random preset turn. Gated. This might be good with a bit of fuzz on. That's it.
I can't do it.
Right, random turn. Locker room.
Locker room.
This one's called Ghost Swells.
I quite like this. I could feel like I would just add to my pedal board and never switch. I'd find a subtle setting and never switch it off, because it just sort of does like a betterer thing.
Yeah. Especially if you're the rhythm guy.
I think the setting I found on here is so subtle.
That was going on there. True stereo. We can hear that. Yeah.
Okay. Where's the drive coming from?
We had a little bit. We've got a fuzz on here.
But it's not on though, is it?
Oh, good point. They're very big dollops they put on there on those presets. You hear that dual delay?
That's bloody brilliant. What's the point of that? So it's not a joystick in the middle, that's just your parameter.
It is. Well, let's see what happens when we go. So this is called Street, so I reckon we can see
you
we've got...
it moves, it's not just one that you're turning clockwise and counterclockwise?
We'll go, yeah. So this has got 2 delays, a chorus and a reverb. So let's blend that to where it's at. So if I go in it, I should be able to move around it, I think.
Tell me what the names are. And
this is Streets. I reckon Streets are known, so all like major scale, like yeah.
I don't know if I just played Pinball Wizard or the Streets Have No Name. The Streets have no pinballs.
This is where we get into an interesting point where you have all the laboratory type effects, but then there's no tap tempo switch. All things to control.
There must be a way of assigning things to be.
But that's where. But I can see why they've said it's just for the reverbs, for modulating the reverbs, because I reckon they haven't marketed it as a multi-effects when essentially.
Is it expensive? It looks expensive.
I think it's similar Streamone prices to like.
But it's got a lot in it, hasn't it? I quite like it.
Yeah, let's see if they've gone presets and we get any ones that are really non-reverb.
How much?
475.
Okay, so it's not big sky kind of dope.
You can hear that doubler sing.
This is probably ending up being my favourite pedal, just because. But it's so subtle, isn't it? But I do like the What's the next one?
Just here we go. Here's one for Taylor. Praise be.
Praise be. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to talk about a thing called life. I don't even know the chords to that, but what's the next one? I want to find some of the more interesting ones.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Dimension. Some choruses.
Dementia. That's what I have got.
Nice.
Boring. This is it. And what's the song that I want to play?
Hey, Mona.
I'm not sure if that's how it goes, but that's what it reminded me of.
Craig McLachlan, Mona.
Oh, was that really playing that?
Jason Donovan, Craig McLachlan,
Kylie Minogue, Danny Minogue,
Delta Goodrem, Holly Valance. Look at the.
She got divorced the other day, Holly Valance.
Yes.
This needs this. This needs this. Where did it go?
I'll put it up again.
Really into that. does that really cool. I watched Joe Walsh doing, and the timing is if you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a good riff, that one.
Memory Man. And we haven't even played. You got EQ on it. Well,
Man.
two things happened there. I cramped up terribly.
Oh, I thought you were dancing. I literally thought my riff was so powerful that you had to get up and jig.
Comboed with the powerful riff. And then also the fact that I got turned on by the saturation block in there. So it's modelled a muff.
I feel like we've invited you on to play and I've hogged it massively for the bulk of this video.
As a avid watcher, how nice that, because we're all into your playing, Lee, so like it's actually nice to fiddle for you instead of...
It's kind of you to say.
Normally you're fiddling just for the Danish one. He's like a cat, he's trained you to operate his pedals for him. The Danish one.
Here's the challenge. Write me the song. Come on, that's it. That's.
I mean, it's pretty intense though. Let's go vintage. That's an amp modelling one. Noodling. This sounds like me.
I've just read that the whole time on.
Oh, did we have that on?
Yeah.
It sounded good though. It sounded great. Right? So that's just that. Noodling. Ambitron.
That's, isn't that the name of the shop?
Look how look how many.
Ambitron's music.
Look at how many blocks are there.
Well, because that's a 4-head tape delay in stereo, isn't it? So. That's just this. Nothing else.
Let's just check before we get destroyed by the internet. Yeah. Yeah, man. Rainy day.
Play me your favourite James Arthur solo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you think I'm allowed solo? No way. I'll tell you what, I could do a bit of...
something recognisable, come on.
Yeah, we do...
Not with all that on it, surely.
Yeah, well, let's do 80s Dream, Twilight, My Tin Lung.
My Tin Lung. Dark.
I do a lot of that. I'm essentially just swelling.
Bloody hell. Leviathan. I'm going to end on this one.
Anything fast, you're dead. Empty preset.
This is the
Oh my God,
How did they do that? That's incredible. come on. Oh my gosh, we gotta go, right? I don't know, this was an experimental Tales from the Pedal Cabinet. Maybe what I'll do next is dive on over to the keyboard channel and help demonstrate the new Nord blah-de-blah-da-blah.
You come get lost with me on keyboard land. Mate, thanks for having me, mate. Thanks, Taylor. Love you, mate.
See you guys.
And come look at the pedal cabinet. I've just been travelling and you've got the best pedal cabinet I've seen.
Thanks.
Especially in the Northern Hemisphere.